Welcome back. We are, as I mentioned before, so thrilled. This is the first time that we are having Theresa Contreras on the show with us, and I am just tickled pink to have her with us. Theresa, welcome. Hi.
Me.
You look so beautiful. And Theresa, tell us what your role is at CARD.
I am the director of supervisor training.
So for all of those people that are helping to make the plan and helping all of our kiddos, you're sort of like the wizard behind the curtain, making sure that they get trained to be able to do that. That's a wonderful thing, and we thank you for. How long have you been at CARD? Because you've been here for a while.
Yeah, this is going to be my 23rd year.
23rd.
I started out as a therapist a long time ago.
Wow. And it just said on the screen that you're an LMFT, are you?
Yes.
I did not know that, Theresa.
Yes, I am.
Well, that makes a lot more sense, too, in terms of, I know that everybody runs to you. I said it's like we're having the mothership on because I know everybody runs to you with questions at CARD, and you are like a grandmother. I don't mean like a grandmother, but you're like a super uber mother here at CARD. Didn't mean to imply grandmother because you're way too young.
Not yet. Yeah. At CARD I am with all the 20-year-old therapists.
Well, you're very respected, so that's a wonderful thing. So we've got a couple of questions here for you. I'm going to start with the first one. My son is in the 2nd grade. He has been doing ABA since he was 3. Recently, he started this new thing where he spits on his desk and then he draws pictures in the spit. He never did this before, but it's like he's obsessed with it now. How can I make it stop when I'm not even at school?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's hard to control when you're not there, and I'm sure you, as the mom in this situation, would like to just be able to kind of undo that behavior. And I'm wondering too, just a few things. You said he's been in ABA since he was 3, which is a great thing. Kudos to you for getting everything started so early. And I think that, hopefully, since you're saying he's been in ABA since he's 3, you have a BCBA or a licensed clinician in your child's program and in your family's life who could, help identify. But the first thing I kind of thought of with this question is, ultimately we need to figure out why he is enjoying it so much. And I say enjoying it because you had said, he seems to be obsessed with it now, which that makes me think, well, he must like it a lot. So I would say that we need to figure out what he enjoys so much about it. Kind of encouraging that he's drawing pictures. That might be something when you're looking at replacing the behavior itself. As simple as if he draws in other places, maybe even having a tablet at his desk. So the function of the behavior, we need to meet that function and then essentially get him to replace that so that it's more appropriate, because obviously drawing on his desk, you have lots of issues as far as hygiene, not very sanitary, and during a time where he could get sick and all of that, that's not a good thing for him to keep doing. So I would focus on, like I said, identifying the function of the behavior. Maybe he could have a tablet at his desk that he could draw with markers, but ultimately if he's using his finger with the spit for a reason, meaning for some reason maybe he enjoys the tactile feeling of the spit on a hard, cool surface, you want to look at that as what you need to compete with. So my first thought, and I've done this a lot with kids, and I don't know what type of classroom he's in, that makes a big part of the plan as you get the BCBA or licensed clinician involved that knows him, is like, well, I've done a lot with art centers and maybe even tactile sensory-based centers where they can do the shaving cream on a hard surface and draw pictures in it. So if it's not about actually the spit coming out of his mouth and it's more about the feeling of that wet consistency on a hard pull surface, I would go that direction and just try to get him to know when he can access it. And if it's an enjoyable thing, incorporating it in as reinforcement for doing the right thing throughout the day. So that's pretty much my answer to that one, Shannon.
Well, I love it because I think a lot of times people misunderstand and think, well, I just want that behavior to go away. And they forget that that behavior is serving a purpose. And we can't just make behaviors go away. We need to replace them with something that makes more sense. And if we don't know what the thing is that they're getting out of it, we could replace it with the wrong thing, or so knowing, as you said, the function of the behavior, knowing why that behavior is happening is going to be key to figuring out what is going to help. And I love that you recommended that they have the BCBA that is in the school take a look at it so that they can figure out what the function is. And I just want to say too that we talk about skills here on the program, and you guys can access skills at home. Go to skillsforautism.com, and there's the BIP builder in there, and you can, it gives you something called the CFA, which helps you to figure out what the function of the behavior is and what might help as well. So using that alongside of what Theresa has just said to you, perfect advice, Theresa. I think that's super fabulous and a great way of looking at it. Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.